I'm pregnant, Jungkook. You're going to be a father. And he looked at you. It couldn't happen. How? This is not possible. He mumbled while shaking his head, but you hugged him tightly. We are going to be parents, Cook. Tears dropped from your eyes. He slowly broke the hug and looked at you with his stern expression. How did this happen, Ryan? You were on pills. You looked at him with your teary eyes and only thing came out from his mouth, which broke your heart. We have to abort. I can't afford to lose you. He is very terrified and you shook your head. No, Jungkook, please. You put his hand on your stomach and he looked at you. How can you say something like this, Jungkook? This is our baby, a sign of our love. You can't do this. He sat on his knees as his hands on your waist, and you just looked at him. He gently placed multiple kisses on your stomach, making your tears fall, and he hugged you by your waist. This is our baby, our love, crying as he's holding your waist tightly and your hand brushed in hair, but he broke the hug and wiped his tears. I'm sorry, baby. Appa don't hate you. Appa really loves you a lot. Please forgive Appa. He's helpless. He mumbled in your bed edge. Appa can't do anything. Appa needs Mama more. I can't put your mom's life in danger. I hope you understand, your Appa. You shook your head. I won't abort. Shaking your head, and he got up and cupped your face. Try to understand, love, please. Pleading, and you looked at him with your teary eyes, continuously shaking your head. He attached his forehead with yours, and tears fall both of your eyes. Please, Jungkook. He wiped your tears gently. This is final decision. You pushed him away and backed. Okay, if that's your decision, then my decision is to keep my baby. Whether I have to sacrifice my life for him. He pressed his lips together. That's my baby too. You chuckled bitterly. Then how can you be a stone? You want to kill the life who hasn't come even into this world. How can you be this cruel? Furiously wiping your tears. I don't have any option. That's why I give you pills, because I don't want to make any decision which will be this tough for me. Tearing drops from his eyes. This couldn't possible until and unless you skipped. And sudden realization hit as he looked at you. You skipped the pills any day, and when he could complete as you speak. Yes, when I got to know about my complication and he shut his eyes tightly and pulled his hair. I will not let anything happen to my baby, even if I have to sacrifice my... He yelled, making you flinch, and he came near you aggressively. We are going to abort. Please, Ryan, don't make me lose my control. Please, he said, while gently holding your shoulder. And you removed his hand, and his gaze followed while you were looking at him intensely, and he looked at you in disbelief. I won't, Jungkook. A mother can do anything for her child. His tears dropped, and he closed his eyes before massaging his temple. So you won't listen to me, he said calmly yet dangerously while you gulped before shaking your head. I won't. I will do anything to save my baby. If I have to go against you, I will. He has anger and pain in his eyes as he is glaring. His eyes turned all red as there was an intense eye contact between you two, and you were maintaining a daring eye contact with him. Okay, then I have to end this today, he said while bitterly chuckling. In your heart dropped hearing his word. He wiped his tears aggressively and led upstairs. Then your heart started racing in fear, and he quickly followed him because he didn't sound good to you. You entered in the bedroom and about to approach him, but your eyes widened as he took the gun out and pointed on his head. Jungkook, please put it down. You said you will do anything, then I won't be stopping you. You don't even know what you mean to me. That's my love for you. I love you this much, Ryan. And I can't risk your life while I am alive. The voice as his finger on trigger, and you terrified. Jungkook, please, I'm scared. Don't do this. You're scared, right? I'm also feeling the same as this time. You can't imagine how I'm feeling right now. You try to come near, but stop. Don't you dare, Ryan. I won't hesitate to press the trigger. And I'm the man of my words, you know. Please, Jungkook, put it down. You are scaring me. I can't live without you. So you got to know the fear of losing a person you love. That's what I'm feeling right now. I can't, Jungkook. If anything happens to my baby, I will die. You yelled while crying. And if anything happens to you, I'll die. Tears drops from his eyes too. You looked at him with your red teary eyes while sniffing. I'm giving you a choice. It's either me or baby. You close your eyes. You think it's easy for me, Ryan? I don't want to become a father. I want to. But it's you. You are the reason. You are the beat of my heart, my life. Tears drop from his eyes and you shut your eyes. Even if you save my life, you will lose your Ryan go. You still have a choice. It's either me or baby, he said with heavy thought. You shook your head, looking at him with your teary eyes. How you even give me a choice, Ko? You think I can live without you? You said with heavy thought. You ran and hugged him tightly, making gun fall from his hand. He gave up as he can't stop himself from crying mess and hugged you back. First time he cried this much in your embrace. I'm sorry. His eyes are red and puffy. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, he said while folding his hand and sat on his knees while your eyes also filled with tears. You also sat down to his level and cupped his face and wiped his tears. If I am your world, then you are my world too, Gu. How can you do this to me? You bring water for him because from that time he is crying non-stop like a baby. He has been holding these emotions inside him as he burst out today. It's really hard for him to go. He looked at you and you made him drink water. He laid down in your lap and hugged your stomach tightly, making your throat become more heavy. I'm so helpless that I can't save my baby. And you pressed your lips together to control yourself as you gently kissed his head. My baby, tears dropped from your eyes. You both looked at each other and you can see in his eyes a kind of fear and happiness too. His whole body is shaking badly looking at the screen, the feeling he can't express to anyone. Complications are there, Mr. John. I won't deny it, but I'll do some tests of mine because her body is very weak. You look at Jungkook the way he's listening. Is there any treatment, doctor? Yes, it would be quite expensive and painful too. We will do only if your body can bear. Isn't it possible to doctor to protect both? He asked nervously. See, Mr. John, this pregnancy is risky even if you bought the child. That's why I told you to take precautions. But it is possible if she take good care of her health. You know, right, there's still a hope, and rest depends on you, she said. But if I can't you understand, I can't take a risk, he said a little angry as you put your hand on his, making him calm. Jungkook, he looked at you. I understand your concern, Jungkook. I'm telling you the possibilities, and I know it's hard decision for you too, because I've never seen a man like you. Because most of the men think woman is a manufacturing machine, and I think mine is lucky to have a man like you. And if you still want to consider the process, then you can continue with the process. Decision is yours. She extended the pen and Jungkook felt his throat getting heavy as he slowly extended his hand to take pen, but you hold it suddenly. And he looked at you while you looked at him with your pleading eyes and shook your head. Why in your? It was more like a whisper. Please, Jungkook. He was looking at you with his cold face and not affected. Oliver walked near him and hold both of his shoulders. He's looking at you without blinking. There's no expression on his face. It won't be letting me change my decision, Ryan. Coldly while your tears dropped as you suddenly fold hands in front of him. Please, Jungkook, please. I beg you, please. You started crying mess in his heart, seeing you in pain. Ryan, he pulled you in his embrace while his tears dropped too, and you cried hard in his embrace, which is the most hurtful thing for Jungkook because he can do anything just to wipe off those tears from your eyes. But he's helpless right now. He doesn't know what to do. He never felt this much helpless. I'm sorry, love. I'm so sorry. Your sobs got low as you fell dizzy and he broke the hug and looked at you. You're barely able to open your eyes. His heart dropped seeing your condition as he tapped your cheeks. Ryan, he tapped your cheeks, but you faint in his arms and he hugged you tightly. The doctor came out as Jungkook quickly rushed to her, and she looked at her, shaking her head. It's not a great sign, Jungkook. Like this, she will make her health worse. Jungkook shook his head. Is she fine right now? He asked, and doctor looked at her in little disappointment. I can't say, because she is making her health worse, and there are chances if you proceed, she might go in depression. Jungkook gulped hard. What should I do, doctor? He asked while she looked at him before putting a hand on his shoulder. I'll call the best doctor for her treatment. There are chances. He slowly opened the door before walking inside, looking at his wall, whose eyes were swollen because of continuous crying. She is laying unconsciously on the bed. He slowly walked near her before kissing her head softly and planted a soft kiss on her forehead. Why are you making things hard for me, Ryan? He kissed her hand. Then his hand slowly reached to your stomach as he slowly kissed it, and tears automatically made their way from his eyes. I love you both, and a loud sigh broke from his mouth. You both are my life, but you are my heartbeat, Ryan. You won't understand how it's difficult for me to see you suffering. What should I do? What should I do? His voice broke as he cried his heart out. You opened the door. A flower bouquet appeared in front of you as you look at him, and he is looking at you, widely smiling, while your face was expressionless, which made him a little upset, but he maintained. It's been only 2 days since you last visited the hospital. Doctor didn't go with further procedure because your body is very weak and it's very dangerous for you. How is your day? You asked with straight face, but he hugged you. Tiring, but I'm charged after seeing your face, he happily said while you chuckled lightly. He broke the hug and looked at you as he is trying his best to lighten up your mood and bring back your smile, but he's feeling like that he's failing miserably each and every day to bring that precious smile back again. You were about to walk, but he held your wrist, making you stop. Ryan. You looked at him and took bouquet from his hand before putting it on side table, making his heart clench. Don't waste money, Jungkook. I don't find anything attractive now, you said with straight face, but he walked near you. Then what should I do, love? I can't see you like this. Are you upset with me? While you gulped the lump before smiling forcefully as you cupped his cheeks before kissing it softly and then hugged him. I can never be angry with the person who has done so much for me till date, you mumbled with heavy throat. Jungkook broke the hug and made you face him, and your eyes shining with tears, which is very hurtful scene for him every time he saw tears in those eyes. I'm upset with myself, Jungkook. I'm mad at me. Why am a weak mother that I can't carry my own child? Just why? You cried silently, putting hands on your stomach, while Jungkook wiped your tears and pulled you in his embrace. That's not your fault. You're my strong lady. Are you sure with your decision, Mr. John? He looked at you before answering who's sitting like a zombie, and she smiled slightly. Yes, you shut your eyes gently. We will keep our child. You quickly looked at him in shock. Jungkook, I'll give my 200% to keep your wife and child safe. He hesitated a bit before nodding. Jungkook looked at you, and there is a slight smile on your face as he holds your hand. But before that, I want a promise from you. You nodded viciously while tears dropping continuously. Promise me to take care of my wife too with my child. Promise me you will fight. You will stay strong. Promise me you will never leave my side. You chuckled with tears. He pulled you in, hugged you like a baby while Doctor smiled looking at you both. You were about to bite the slice of pizza but snatched it from your hands as you looked up and he was glaring at you. That's how you keep your promise, huh? You made a vow. I was craving for pizza from a long time ago, you said with puppy face, and he took those pizza box before taking away, making you follow him with your big baby bump. Hey, we're taking my pizzas, give me back. But your mouth hung open as he threw it in the dustbin. Jungkook, these are unhealthy. He turned and you were looking at him as if you will eat him alive. You're so bad. You stomp your foot like a small baby, but he chuckled looking at your cuteness. He walked near you, but you looked other side, folding your hands across the chest as he tried to make you look at him, but you slapped his hand, making him chuckle. Oh, my baby got upset. You didn't look at him and he sighed before bending down. It's okay, I'll talk to my dust baby. His eyes on you, but hands on your stomach as he kissed softly. Explain to your mom why she keeps feeding you unhealthy food. My baby needs nutrition and especially my big baby, he said while looking at you and your side eye on him. Appa can't wait to see you, baby. Please don't hurt Mama too much because your Appa can't see you. Oh my in pain. Are you listening me? What I'm saying? He mumbled softly but ouch! You put hand on your stomach as Jungkook got up worriedly before cuffing your face. Oh, what happened? Are you okay? Do we need to go hospital? He panically said, but you smiled while shaking your head. You took his hand before placing it on your stomach. Your baby is responding to you. Jungkook sighed in relief as he bent down to his stomach level. What, baby? I told you by now that don't give too much pain to Mama. Very bad. You chuckled and he kissed your stomach gently. Appa loves Mama a lot, you know. It's you who dared to hurt her, he said in little scoldingly, but his eyes wide a little as he felt the kick. He looked at you. Hey, don't you dare to scold my baby, Jungkook chuckled. Sorry baby, Appa loves you too, but Mama moved. Baby kicked again, making Jungkook giggle. It feels like my baby getting jealous. And whine, and his eyes widen as they fall another kick. They both laughed. My baby is jealous, it's okay. Mama loves you more than Appa. Jungkook scrunched his eyes. Really? He nodded proudly and he leaned closer to your face as he looking intensely in your eyes. You're lucky now, otherwise I would have made you regret for this. You control your smile. Oh, I'm feeling bad for you. He's looking at you with so much rage while you control your laugh. It's okay, your time will also come. Then I'll see this smile of yours. And then remember, no pleading won't work. It's just I will take my revenge by you quickly put palm on his mouth. Face turn already. Have some shame. Our baby is listening. Everything. He kissed your palm while you looked down, hiding your blush. I like when you blush for me. Still the same impact as first. He chuckled looking at your face who turned red tomato by now as he pecked your lips as he couldn't resist himself. You didn't dare to look at him. I can't wait, he whispered as you look at him widening your eyes a little. Wait, for what? He poked his energetic. To have baby in my arms, my little one? You sighed in relief, mentally slapped yourself. Oh, What you were thinking? He asked innocently, and you shook your head, and he leaned to your ear. Well, what you are thinking is also right. I can't wait to have you hold. He whispered in your ears, making your eyes widen and sending shivers to your spine as you pushed him slightly. Shameless. You like me being shameless. You wiped your eyes and he laughed. Okay, okay, sorry. As he removed his blazer. Where are you going? He threw on blazer on couch and walked near you before picking you up in his arms and you gasped. You hungry, right? You nodded slowly and he walked. Then I'll make pizza for you. You're about to open your mouth, but healthy one. An annoying ground left from your mouth. No, 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 not that one. That's not tasty. You screamed in pain while Jungkook holding your hand tightly, continuously gazing your head. It's okay, everything will be alright, but you are in pain as he was comforting you with his words. It's paining, you said, breathing heavily as your forehead covered with sweat. Relax, fine, everything will be alright, Jungkook nodded. Your eyes is closing because of so much pain, but Jungkook tapped your cheeks. Fine, you're my strong lady, right? He tapped your cheeks, preventing you to go unconscious. Wine, child, keep your eyes open, she said while tapping your cheeks. Wine, he yelled a little, and you opened your eyes a little. You promised me. Please stay strong for me. I want my wife back safe and sound. Do you hear me? He said pleadingly while you nodded, trying to stay open your eyes. Ma'am, panel has arrived. Mr. John, you have to wait outside. We need to take her in operation theater. They was ready to leave you, but please, Jungkook, it's an emergency. Her condition is critical. She gave him a assuring nod. Taehyung and Jaemin came running as they quickly rushed to Jungkook and nurse taking you in operation room. As he was not ready to leave your hand, but slowly did as they take you in operation room. Please stay safe. The only word came out from his mouth. And Taehyung put hand on his shoulder. Jungkook looked at him. Young, he mumbled while Taehyung pulled him in his embrace. She will be alright, don't worry. He nodded while Jaemin gives it a stay strong, Jungkook. Three of them very conscious as they were waiting outside OT without having anything, while Jungkook walking here and there worriedly, but his step halted as he heard baby crying. As he quickly turned and looked at Doctor walking towards them, and he felt his heart beating so fast. At every step of Doctor as she stopped near them, and Jimin and Taehyung quickly rushed, and tears fell in Jungkook's eyes looking at the small petite body of his baby. And those eyes who just stopped crying looking at his dad as if blood recognized blood. Congratulations, you're blessed by baby girl. And he looked at Doctor as tears escaped from his eyes. Oh, she's so cute, agreed. Doctor extended his lovely daughter to him, but he looked at her nervously as his body is scrambling to hold a tiny girl who is continuously looking at him. As he slowly approached, Doctor put the baby in his hand, and he holds her gently, way more carefully, and he smiled with tears looking at the baby as Jimin is about to touch her cheeks, but Taehyung slapped his hand. Did you clean your hand, huh? Jungkook's words feels like to stuck in his mouth as he touched her cheeks with so much gentleness. Hyung, I became father. She is my daughter. He said it heavy thought, and Taehyung nodded while chuckling. Jungkook looked at the doctor. How is Ryan? He asked, and doctor smiled nervously. She didn't gain consciousness yet. Jungkook's body started going numb. He looked at baby as he hands the baby to doctor, and before rushing in your room, doctor called his name, but he didn't. Ryan, he opened the door, breathing heavily as he see your unconscious figure. He looked at the monitor, which is showing that you have low heart rate, and a tear escaped from his eyes as he slowly walked towards you, and Taehyung and Jimin also. "Sir, you can't come." He tried to stop, but Jungkook pushed him from a walk near you. His throat started getting heavy, looking at your pale face and unconscious. "You give her injection?" He nodded. "Yes, doctor, look at the baby. Please try and show some strength. Your baby needs you," she mumbled. Jungkook hold your hand as he kissed your hand gently with his trembling hands and planted a soft kiss on your forehead. "Ryan, wake up. Don't break your promise like this," he said while doctor looked at him and then monitor which is beeping rapid. "If she didn't gain conscious by now, it will be very hard. She will survive," he whispered to her. She was about to say something when baby started crying. As Jungkook looked at the baby who started crying loudly, the doctor started rocking her back gently. "Ryan, please wake up. Our baby is crying," he said with heavy throat. The baby isn't stopping as she started crying loudly. Jungkook walked near doctor before taking the baby in his arms as he murmured soft words to her. "She must be hungry," she said as the baby is crying continuously. Baby is not stopping in his father's arms too. Jungkook walked near Ryan. "Ryan, how can you be this cruel? Look, our daughter needs you." Jungkook put the baby beside her. He nodded. He placed the baby beside her as Jungkook can't see his little one crying so badly. He tried to make her stop crying, but nothing is working. Even Taehyung and Jimin tried to help her. She stopped crying. Jungkook took Ryan's hand before putting on baby, and she stopped crying. And Jungkook smiled with tears, and baby held her mother fingers with her small hands, making Jungkook tears drop. But he looked at the monitor, who stopped beeping rapidly as he see Ryan, who opened eyes slowly, making Jungkook smile widely with tears. "Ryan," and her eyes landed on the small figure beside her, who is looking at her finger in her small hand, looking at her with two eyes, and a tear slid from her eyes as she looked at Jungkook. She kissed her head gently and smiled with tears, looking at her adorningly. "Jungkook pecked your forehead." Jungkook took the baby in his arms and hugged her gently. "My angel baby," he mumbled. While Ryan, doctor, and Taehyung, Jimin looked at the scene with a smile, and Ryan wiped her tears, looking both of them. Jungkook looked at her. "And you spread your arms a little, gesturing him to give her to you. And he smiled before laying her on your chest, and you hold her tiny hand and kiss her head. "Give me how long you have been playing with her," he said to Taehyung as he's playing with her, and Jungkook and you chuckle looking at them. "She is happy with him." Enough, now I'm full," you said, stopping him as he's feeding you, and it just gave you a glare. "It's not enough. Come on, finish it." You shook your head as he tried to feed you, but you covered your mouth. "I will throw up," Jungkook sighed as he put the bowl on the table. "You behave like a child." He bowed and he chuckled, kissed your cheeks. "How will you handle a baby when you are a baby yourself?" You shot a glare and he pulled your cheeks. "Shoot." He pecked your forehead and he held you gently. "Thank you for keeping your promise." You smiled. "How can I leave my babies?" You said, pinching his nose, and he raised his brows. "Baby and me." You nodded and smirked mischievously. "Use your words carefully, lady." And you hit his chest lightly and he laughed. Then baby started crying, catching both of your attention as Tay quickly came to you. "She's crying, Ryan. She must be hungry." You took the baby in your hands. "But I feed her by now." You rock her back. "See, I told you scared her." Tay shot a glare to him. Baby isn't stopping crying, so Jungkook took her in his hand and she stopped crying, making Jungkook smile and you squint your eyes. "Oh, my baby needs Appa," he said to her, and you just adore them. "People always right. Daughters are Appa's favorite." Jungkook chuckled. "Of course, she is my little princess. But she loves me more." Jungkook let it out a dry chuckle. Delusion, he said teasingly, and you glared at him. No, she loves me more. Jungkook stuck out a tongue. Baby, you love Appa more, right? But she suddenly started crying, making him look at you, and you raised her rose, and he started rocking her back. She must be hungry, Jungkook, he said. She isn't stopping crying. And Jungkook nodded. Why and feed her? You nodded as he placed her in your lap. Go outside. Jimin and Taehyung nodded and walked away. While Jungkook standing there and you look at him raising your brows. You too. Me? But why? You exhaled furiously. Please go, no, I have to feed her. Jungkook smirks. What is that I haven't seen, huh? Your cheeks turned red. Jungkook, go now. Like a kid, and he chuckled. Revenge shall taken.